Good morning, students. So in the last class we are discussing regarding concentration of solution. So there are various means, various methods to express the concentration of a solution. So we are discussing regarding mole fraction. So we will be starting from mole fraction today. Okay, mole fraction. You know the solution contains different components, at least solute and solvent. Suppose in a solution, A is the solute containing A moles, B is the solvent containing B moles. Okay. Then I told you how to calculate the mole fraction. The mole fraction is defined as the ratio of number of moles of one component to total number of moles present in the solution. Number of moles present in one component to the total number of moles present in the solution. So here total number of moles is equal to A plus B. Okay. So mole fraction. How to calculate mole fraction of solute A? Solute 2. So we are telling solute as A will be XA. It is called XA. Is the ratio of number of moles of that component. How many moles? Now A by total number of moles A plus B. So this is the mole fraction of the solute. Similarly, mole fraction of solvent B, which is known as XB or X solvent, will be number of moles of B, that is B divided by total number of moles A plus B. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate the mole fraction of solute and solvent or different components present in the solution. Okay, then what I told, how to cross check whether you are correct or not. Now total mole fraction of all components present in the solution, that means here it will be XA is the mole fraction of solute plus XB the mole fraction of solvent. It will be A by A plus B plus B by A plus B. So it will give you A plus B by A plus B. So they cancel out, it will be 1. Okay. So when you are calculating the mole fraction of different components, you can cross check your answer whether you are correct or not by this method. That means the sum of all mole fractions, that means all components present in the solution will be unit, that means 1. Okay. So this is how you can cross check whether you are correct or not. Then let us solve some numericals so that it will be more clear to you. So I think you have followed this part. So next, some numericals of mole fraction. Okay. So what will be given in the numericals? Now will be given the mass of the solute and solvent, and you have to calculate the mole fraction. For example, question 1, let us say, determine the mole fraction. Question 1. Determine the mole fraction when or of methanol or methyl alcohol, that is CH3OH, methyl alcohol or methanol and water in a solution when 3.2 gram 3.2 gram of methanol is added to or is dissolved in 36 gram water. So this is the question. So from this question, it is clear that methanol is the solute, because whatever will be present in lower concentration, lower quantity will be the solute. So what is the solute here? Methanol is the solute. What is the solvent? Now which is present in excess quantity or higher concentration, that is water here. Water formula you know, H2O. Okay. So you have to solve this. So how to solve this? First we have to find out the number of moles of each component present in the given question. So first, number of moles of methanol. How to calculate the number of moles? What is the given formula? Now mass of the given substance divided by molar mass. So mass will be given in grams, molar mass will be in terms of gram per mole. What is molar mass? The molecular mass expressed in grams. So methanol formula is CH3OH. CH3OH. So what is the molecular mass? Now 12 plus 3 plus 16 plus 1. That means 15, 32 is the molecular mass of methanol. So what will be molar mass? 32 gram per mole. So the molar mass of methanol will be 32 gram per mole. So number of moles of methanol, how to find out? Now given mass, what is the given mass? Now 3.2 gram, 3.2 gram divided by molar mass 32 gram per mole. So gram will cancel out, it will be number of moles. So what is it? Now it is 0.1 mole. So number of moles of methanol present, how to find out? Now given mass in grams divided by molar mass. Molar mass, you know how to calculate. Then number of moles of water. Solvent is water here. Same formula, given mass by molar mass, water is H2O. So what will be the molar mass? Now 2 plus 16, that is 18 gram per mole is the molar mass of water. So how to find out number of moles of water? Now given mass is 36 gram. So given mass, that is 36 gram divided by molar mass, that is 18 gram per mole. So gram will cancel out, it will be number of moles. So it will be 2 mole. Okay. So first point, always to calculate the mole fraction, you have to find out the number of moles of each component present in the given solution. So next bit, you have to find out the total number of moles. So what is the total number of moles? Total number of moles. 0.1 plus 2. So 0.1 plus 2. That is 2.1 mole. So now we can find out the mole fraction. So mole fraction X CH3OH. Mole fraction of methanol will be number of moles of methanol divided by total moles. Number of moles of methanol is 0.1 divided by total number of moles, that is 2.1. So let us see what will happen. Then mole fraction of the solvent, that is H2O. Same formula, number of moles present in H2O, 2 by total number of moles, 2.1. So let us see what will be the answer. Now 0.047, it will be 0.047 7, it will be 0.953. 0.953. So this is the answer. So these are the mole fraction of the given components. Methanol is 0.047, then water is 0.953. So I told you have to cross check it. How can you cross check it? Now you have to add the two mole fractions. So we add the two mole fractions. Let us add 0.047 plus 0.953. 1.0. So it is 1. Okay. So you need not write it in the answer. You can cross check in it, this one in the raw page. So this is how you have to solve the numericals based on mole fraction. Then we will try another one. Okay. Students, as I told you, next we will be trying another numerical. So what is the question? Now 23 gram of ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH, is dissolved in 54 gram of water. Calculate the mole fraction of both the components. That means ethyl alcohol and water in the solution. Okay. So let us solve it. Answer. So first what we will find out? The number of moles of each component present in the solution. So number of moles of ethyl alcohol C2H5OH in the given solution. So ethyl alcohol will be the solute here because it is present in lesser quantity. What will be the solvent? 54 gram water. So ethyl alcohol is the solute and water is the solvent here. C2H5OH, let us find out the molar mass first. So what will be the molar mass of C2H5OH? Molar mass will be 2 into 12 plus 5 for hydrogen, then 16 for oxygen and again 1 for hydrogen. So it will be 24, 29, 30, 46 gram per mole. We are telling out molar mass. So molar mass of ethyl alcohol will be 46 gram per mole. So how to find out the number of moles? Same formula. Given mass divided by molar mass. So what is the given mass here? 23 gram. So 23 gram divided by molar mass calculated is 46 gram per mole. 46 gram per mole. So gram will cancel out. It will be number of moles. So it will be 0.5 mole. It will be 0.5 mole. Okay. So this is the number of moles of the solute, that is ethyl alcohol. Then next, number of moles of the solvent, that is water. So number of moles of solvent, that is water. Water, you know, the molar mass is 18 gram per mole. We have already calculated it. So molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole. So how to find out? The given mass of water, that is 54 gram. 54 gram given mass of water divided by molar mass. What is molar mass? Now 18 gram per mole. So gram will cancel out. It will be number of moles. So it will be 3 mole. So this is the step 1. We have to calculate the number of moles of the components. Then we have to find out total number of moles. So next hands are total number of moles will be 3 plus 0.5. 3 plus 0.5, that is 3.5 is the total number of moles present in the solution. Then we will find out the mole fraction of each component. So mole fraction X of C2H5OH will be how much? Now number of moles of C2H5OH or ethanol, there is 0.5. 0.5 is the number of moles of ethanol divided by total number of moles, that is 3.5. Let us see what is the result. Then next, mole fraction of water X H2O. How much it will be? The number of moles of water, that is 3 mole divided by total number of moles, that is 3.5. So let us find out the answers. So it will be 0.1429, 0.1429. It will be 0.8571, 0.8571. So this is the answer. Okay. So this is how you have to find out the mole fraction of different components, and this is the formula. You can cross check it. If you add it up, add these two, it will be 1. That means your answer is correct. Okay. So next we will go to another method of expressing the concentration, and perhaps the most important one, that is molarity or molar concentration. So next, students, as I told you, we will be discussing another important unit, that is called molarity or molar concentration. Molar concentration expressed as capital M. So mostly everywhere the concentration of a solution is generally expressed in terms of molarity or molar concentration. So first let us know what is molar concentration. It is defined as, it is the number of moles of solute present per liter. Liter means decimeter cube or cubic decimeter, liter or cubic decimeter of solution. That means we can write molarity will be equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of solution in liter, because it is expressed per liter or per decimeter cube. You have to express this volume of solution in liter or dm cube or decimeter cube. So this is how it is defined. Now we know how to calculate the number of moles of the solute. So how to calculate the number of moles of the solute? Number of moles of solute. How it is calculated? Now given mass divided by molar mass. So let us say the given mass is W and molar mass is capital M. Where W is given mass of solute in gram and M is the molar mass. Molar mass is expressed in gram per mole. So we can calculate the number of moles of the solute by using this formula. Okay. Then suppose V milliliter of the solution is there. So it is, the solute is dissolved in V milliliter of solution. So V milliliter of solution means we have to express the volume of the solution in liters. So suppose V milliliter of the solution is there, then volume of solution in liter will be V by 1000. Volume of solution in milliliter divided by 1000. So where V कौन करेगा ना, volume of solution in milliliter, and you know why we are dividing it with 1000. Now 1 liter, and we know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Okay, So this is how we can find out the number of moles of the solute. It is W by M, where W is the given mass in grams, M is the molar mass in gram per mole. Then how to convert the volume of solution into liter? Now V by 1000. What is V? The volume of the given solution in milliliter, and you know 1 liter is 1000 ml. So in order to convert it into liter, we have to divide the given volume in milliliter by 1000. So as per this formula, what will be molarity? The number of moles of the solute. What is number of moles of the solute? W by molar mass divided by volume of the solution milliliter, that is V by 1000. Okay, that means what will be molarity? Now W, that is given mass of the solute in grams, divided by M, molar mass of the solute, into, now 1000 will be moving here, 1000 by V. Okay, where W is the mass of solute in grams, M is the molar mass of solute, and V is the volume of solution in milliliter. Okay, so you have to remember this formula, that is molarity of any solution can be calculated by using this formula, is equal to W by M into 1000 by V. Okay, and you have to remember these are the values of W, M and V. Okay. So next students, if you solve a numerical based on molarity, it will be more clear to you. Okay. So the question is, a solution is prepared by dissolving 4 grams sodium hydroxide in distilled water, and the volume is made up. That means water is added till the volume of the solution becomes 500 milliliter. That is called volume makeup. Okay. So it's dissolved in distilled water to make up the volume to 500 milliliter. That means volume of the solution is now 500 milliliter. Then calculate the molarity of the solution. Okay. So we will solve this answer. So what is the formula? Molarity of any solution is given by this formula. W, that is mass of the solute in grams, divided by molar mass of the solute, into 1000 by V, where V is the volume of solution in milliliter. So you can directly put this value. So what is W here? Here the solute has to be sodium hydroxide, solvent is water. So sodium hydroxide given mass is 4 gram, divided by molar mass of sodium hydroxide. We will calculate the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So sodium is 23, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. That means its molecular mass is 40. So what is the molar mass? The molecular mass expressed in grams. So 40 gram per mole will be the molar mass of the solute. That means sodium hydroxide in this case. So divided by 40 gram per mole into 1000 divided by V. V is the volume of the solution in milliliter. Given here 500 milliliter. So it will be 4 by 40. That means 1 by 10 into 2 unit will be number of moles or capital M. That means it will be 2 by 10 molar. That is 0.2 M. This is the answer. Okay. So this is how you have to solve the numericals. It is quite easy. So simply you have to remember the formula and the symbols used here. That is W is the mass of the solute in grams, given here 4 gram. Then M is the molar mass of the solute. You can calculate it. What is molar mass? Now molecular mass. Then convert it into grams. It will be gram per mole. Then volume of the solution will be given to you. So 1000 by volume of the solution in milliliter. Okay. So if the volume is given in liter, you have to convert them into milliliter. That is the key. Okay. Then what is the unit of molarity you are marking? Now the unit of molarity it can be number of moles per liter, so moles per liter or mole or cubic decimeter or simply capital M. So these are the units of molarity. Okay. Then next we will try another numerical. Okay. So next students we will go to question number 2. What is the question number 2? Now a solution is prepared by dissolving 5.6 gram potassium hydroxide in distilled water to make 200 milliliter of solution. Calculate the molarity of the solution. So everything what is required for the answer is given here. So solute here is potassium hydroxide. Its mass is given in grams. Then volume of the solution in milliliter is given 200 milliliter. That is B is given to you. W is given to you. And you know how to calculate M, molar mass of potassium hydroxide. So let us solve this one. So what will be the answer? Molarity again. What is the formula? Molarity M is W by M into 1000 by B. Where W is the mass of the solute in grams, M is the molar mass of the solute, then B is the volume of the solution in milliliter. Okay. So what is the solute here? Potassium hydroxide. So first we will calculate the molar mass of potassium hydroxide. So potassium mass is 39, then 16 is oxygen, 1 is your hydrogen. So molecular mass will be 56 is the molecular mass. So molar mass will be 56 gram per mole. Okay. So molar mass of the solute, that means potassium hydroxide in this case, is 56 gram per mole. So let us put it here. So what will be molarity? Now given mass, that is 5.6 gram of potassium hydroxide. This is the solute, divided by molar mass of potassium hydroxide. We have calculated it to be 56 gram per mole. So 56 gram per mole into 1000 by B, volume of the solution in milliliter. Given here 200 milliliter. So let us find out what it will be answer. So again it is 1 by 10. Now this will be into 5. Okay. That means molar. So 5 by 10 molar. That is 0.5 M. Answer will be 0.5 M. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay. And since molarity depends on volume of the solution and volume, you have read regarding volume temperature relationship. Volume changes when the temperature changes. So molarity is the unit which depends on the temperature of the solution. Okay. So molarity depends on the temperature of the solution, but mole fraction does not, because on the changing the temperature, the number of moles do not change. Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles. So mole fraction is the unit which do not change with respect to temperature, but molarity changes. So next class I will ask you these questions based on these things. Okay. So this is how to solve the numericals based on molarity, and as I told you, it is one of the most important units, because normally, universally, we express the concentration of solution in terms of molar concentration, that is number of moles of the solute present per liter of the solution. Okay. So you remember it perfectly, because as I told you, it will be both used in first year as well as second year. A separate chapter of solution is there in your second year courses. Okay. Next I will give you some assignments. You try to solve them and send it to me. Okay. Then students, these are the assignments for you. Question number 1, calculate the mole fraction of 90% mass by mass. So I have given clearly 90% strength of the solution is in terms of mass to mass. So that means mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution. So 90% mass by mass solution of ethyl alcohol. You have to calculate the mole fraction. Okay, ethyl alcohol is the solute, water is the solvent. You have to find out their masses and calculate the number of moles, then calculate the mole fraction of ethyl alcohol and water. These are the two components. Solute is the ethyl alcohol, solvent is the water. Then question number 2. A solution is prepared by dissolving 18.25 grams sodium hydroxide in distilled water to give 200 milliliter solution. Calculate the molarity of the solution. So, I have solved at least 2 examples of similar quality. So, you can easily solve it. This is the mass of the solute in grams given to you. Sodium hydroxide is the solute. That means you can calculate the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. You know how to calculate. Then volume of solution in milliliter is directly given to you. So, you can use the formula directly and give you the value of molarity in terms of moles per liter or capital M. Then last one. Express the concentration of sugar solution in moles per liter. That means moles, molarity has 3 units I have told you. Moles per liter or moles per decimeter cube or capital M, same thing. So, express the concentration of sugar solution in moles per liter means you are asked to find out the molarity. So, you have to follow that. You have to find out or calculate the molarity. When 20 gram of sugar, sugar means what is table sugar here? The sucrose C12H22O11. You have to remember the formula of table sugar. What you consume is C12H22O11. You can find out the molar mass of sugar is dissolved in enough water to make up the volume up to 2 liter. But here the volume of solution is expressed in liters. That means you have to convert that into milliliter. In order to use the formula directly, you can convert it into milliliter, or you can directly find out. If you find out the number of moles of the solute, that means number of moles of solute is sugar is the solute here. So, given mass is 20 gram divided by molar mass of sugar. It will give you number of moles of the solute per liter. You can directly find out. But it will be better if you go through the formula. You use the formula what I have given to you. That is molarity is equal to W by M into 1000 by V, where W is the mass of the solute in grams, M is the molar mass of the solute, and V is the volume of solution in milliliter. Okay, so students, this is for today. In the next class, we will be discussing some more units like normality, molality, and formality. Okay, thank you.